If you are like me and kids in horror movies really freak you out, Weapons might not be the movie for you to see. Weapons. When all but one child named Alex from the same school class mysteriously vanish on the same night at the exact same time, a community is left questioning who or what is behind their disappearance. Zach Cregger, who directed this film, had directed a movie a few years ago called Barbarian. Probably one of my favorite horror movies of the last 5 to 10 years. I loved what he did with Barbarian. I was a huge fan. So when I heard that his follow-up film, I was more than excited to check out this film. But because I went in completely blind into Barbarian, I didn't see a trailer, I didn't see any reviews beforehand, I didn't even really want to know the premise of the movie, I just knew it was about an Airbnb. I did the same thing for this movie. No trailers, no reviews, I went in almost totally blind, and I highly recommend everyone who's watching this video, you do the same thing. In fact, shut off this review, go see the movie, then come back and check out my review, because I don't want to even give any hint of a spoiler away. So what did I think of Weapons? Yes, Zach Cregger is a bona fide auteur horror director. I think he is so fantastic. He definitely knows what he's doing. The best thing about this movie is the story, how this movie comes about, how the plot is revealed to us, the writing of the dialogue, or even lack of dialogue at times, but the visual aspects, the visual storytelling of this movie just is really solid, really well done. I love that this movie's kind of told a little bit, scattered throughout time. They start at one point and then they continue on and then they go back, and they have these chapters. I think there's 5 or 6 different chapters in this movie, and each chapter is told from a character's perspective in the story. And I love that. I love that kind of storytelling. It was done in a really cool, inventive way. I loved how this story was revealed to the audience. I think Zach Cregger, who wrote and directed this film, has a masterful hold on us as the audience. He knows how to manipulate our feelings, because I was glued to my seat, never looked away from the screen for a moment. And even though this movie's just over 2 hours long, I think it's 2 hours and 8 minutes, it blew by because I was so invested in these characters and in this story.
This is gonna be fun.
The next thing about this movie that's amazing are the performances. What great performances from Julia Gardner, Josh Brolin, Alden Ehrenreich, Benedict Wong. But to me, the two actors that stole the show, were the kid and Amy Madigan. They were spectacular in this film. And I thought the two of them in this movie are fantastic. First of all, Carrie Christopher is magnificent. As the little kid Alex, I thought he was astonishing for a little actor. And then also Amy Madigan is out of this world, unbelievable, so interesting to watch on screen, and I loved her performance in this movie. The cinematography is great. This movie kind of reminded me of watching the film Prisoners, It, a little bit of Barbarian, of course, and a little bit of The Shining. I could feel those movies having an influence on this film, just the way that it looked and the vibe and kind of the feel it was going for, and I loved it. I couldn't believe how funny this movie was. I was outright laughing in the movie theater probably 8 to 10 times throughout this movie. It's both just dark comedy and some really funny moments, but also just some extremely uncomfortable moments where I couldn't do anything else but laugh. And that's how you know you got a good suspense mystery film.
Now that's a maniacal laugh.
Now, this movie is a horror film, but I will say, besides 1 or 2 quick jump scares in this film, I didn't think it was particularly quote-unquote scary. I was never oh my gosh, I am freaked out right now. I was more just like extremely invested in the story. I really loved the mystery aspect of this movie. Like it is definitely a horror film at times, yes, but it's much more to me like a suspense mystery. And you're trying to unravel this mystery of why these kids went missing this one random night. And I guess I felt more uncomfortable with this film than I did like scared of the movie, if that makes any sense. But I still think it's a great suspense mystery horror film. The pacing of this movie is actually pretty good, even if it's over 2 hours long, because of the story and the way it's told and how things unfold. I never felt like it was overstaying its welcome. Like it had a nice flow. My biggest qualm with this movie, and I won't say anything, I won't give anything away, there's no spoilers in this movie, spoiler free, but I just wasn't a fan of the ending. I guess they wrap things up pretty quickly, and I guess Barbarian is like that too. I won't say anything more than that, but I just didn't really love the last like 5 minutes and how they wrapped up this film. But I was thoroughly entertained. I was scared at times. I was, thrilled. It's a pulse-pounding movie. I was on the edge of my seat. I loved the performances. I thought the directing was great. I thought the writing was fantastic. I actually think this might be one of my favorite horror films of the year. And this might actually just end up being in my top 10 favorite movies of the year. Definitely like a popcorn summer thriller, horror, mystery, suspense movie. I think if you are into this genre and you liked Barbarian, you will really enjoy Weapons. I highly recommend people go check this out in the theaters. It is definitely a good time. I loved my experience in the theaters. So I'm gonna go ahead and give one of my favorite films of the year so far, Weapons, an A. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, make sure you click like and subscribe to my channel for more content. Also, comment down below, what did you think of Weapons? Did you love this horror movie? Did you like Zach Cregger's first film, Barbarian? What is your favorite horror movie? Thanks for watching, everyone. Come back and check out some other movie reviews, such as 28 Years Later, Eddington with 6 Films Deep, and The Fantastic Four: First Steps. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next film.